Welcome to MCREY YouTube. Designed to get dirty. Alright, well, business update, we just came up with our theme song.
Boom Shakalaka.
And we've done our work for the week. We can now all go home.
That was the only thing on our to-do list.
Business updates. So, from my side, I've been spending the last 3 months working on...
We sing everything.
For the last 3 months, I've been working on a business plan. And it sucks. Just kidding. Our business plan is actually good. I'm really excited by it. And I'm excited by... just... It's really hard, it's really cool, but it's really hard to basically write out a plan thinking that we already have all the money that we could ever need.
But also be reasonable.
Yeah, but reasonable, but still...
God dream big.
We're talking as far as we want to go. And talking about what that entails and what that looks like and all the details that go into it.
And all our friends know how far we could go with our ideas.
We've been writing songs for the last 45 minutes.
So this video seems a little I feel like you guys just randomly started.
Yeah, we did.
We tried, we failed. We wrote a song. We're like, maybe we could give an update. I don't know.
This is how our business develops. Normally, it's we try and we're vibes are off, we're not feeling it, and then we put a pause on it because we're vibes are off, it's not natural, it's not gonna happen, and then we go on a tangent or something weird doing something else, writing songs, and then all of a sudden we come back and we're oh, this is what we want to talk about.
I really feel like the theme song reinvigorated us to start this.
I feel inspired.
Yeah. I can't wait to watch this in 9 years and be that's when we came up with the theme song. It took a very long time.
I hope our theme song is better than what we just came up with.
No, that's what makes it fun.
So I've really just been focused on the business plan. Well, that's not true. Umbrella business plan, and then through that, a lot of other ideas have come up that we've started working on. So I think some things that we can talk about just on a high level, we are starting the process of designing our youth kits, specifically the jerseys first. So we're really excited about that. We have 2 new designs that we're working on with our graphic designer that we're really, really excited for.
They're so cute.
They're just so cool.
So cute.
And then we are still working on our pants, hit a couple more roadblocks with some fabric, but I think we're finally in the home stretch of getting that worked out, so we can begin production on our pants. We're very excited about that, and I know a lot of you are as well, so you can have your full MCREY kit and have the really cool colored pants to match your new jersey. We're also working on custom bike graphics. So you can have your own pair of really cool MCREY bike graphics, and there's going to be 3 to 4 different sets that you can choose from, so stay tuned on those. And I think that's kind of it from my side. I mean, that's it, those are all very big initiatives, but that's kind of just, we've had downtime over the past 2 months.
It's just been a lot of
downtime. Downtime, but it's just been
downtime from events. We're not traveling a whole bunch right now like we were during event season.
So just really trying to focus on getting some big projects moving along, and get some new things started before we start event and trade show race season again in September, October, November.
Yeah. We actually had our first real quarterly meeting in a while. Since when we planned out the holiday, the future.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying. We finally have been having time to plan things out and do all of that. From my end,
I didn't even remember. I'm when did we have a quarterly meeting?
From my end, I don't know what I can say. I have fun things that are gonna drop soon, and I don't want to ruin any of it.
Just use it as an opportunity to get people excited that we have.
But there'll be multiple drops. And then we have some other, it's hard to say because I don't want to ruin surprises, but there's going to be some fun stuff dropping soon that I've been working on and with Paige. Can't say anything else. I know it's hard to like. I want to talk about it, but I don't want to ruin it. I know.
Don't ruin the surprise.
I know it's so hard.
So yeah, those are business updates. Things are moving along.
Yeah.
It's just slow and steady.
I feel like we're just doing a lot of I guess the word would be preparation for further growth, because we definitely develop quicker when we're going to events. Like, a lot tends to happen. We're meeting people, we're networking, a lot of opportunities come. And right now we have opportunities that we're following through with that will happen like in the fall, winter time. So we're just preparing for that. I feel like this has been a great time for us to kind of get, as Paige and I talked about, especially me, because I've never been in the corporate world. So Paige is helping train me in a way to get more of that work environment mindset, becoming consistent with certain things. So we're really creating a foundation right now to be stronger businesswomen and like preparing our business for when we get into those opportunities for growth and what that would look like. And so it's definitely a lot of that foundational work that sometimes is not always the most fun, as like the designing the event. We love the events, as tiring as they are. So, but we're utilizing this time to prepare for all of that. And like, if things come of that, we need to be ready. So that's a lot of what this is.
Not the glamorous part.
Definitely not.
Of owning and running a business. But we know the stuff that has to get done so we can enjoy the fruits of our labor down the line.
Yeah. Yeah. So
yeah, and in my personal life, still serving pizza.
I'm a bartender now.
Oh yeah, Kelly got promoted.
I got
to
promoted.
A bartender.
So I'm hey, thanks, man.
Started surfing again.
I did start surfing. Well, I don't know about it yet. I appreciate it. I was gonna say I never really did it well in the first place.
Wow.
But now I'm really giving it, before I feel like I gave it the good old college try. Now I'm giving it like a serious, like I really want to get into this.
Yeah.
And it's really fun. And I feel like it's because I have like the friends now that do it. Shout out to Hannah and all them. I also started knitting, so if anyone wants to be in
what we learned is Kelly is a hobbyist.
A serial hobbyist.
And
I will take on every kind of hobby. Yeah. I know. And I'm supposed to go skateboarding with a coworker. Dude, I'm getting into it.
I'm not a serial hobbyist. My hobby is planning all of our trips and vacations. And
you're like a big time hobbyist, like big things.
Yeah, I don't have small hobbies.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I feel like that's what it is.
Yeah,
because you're like, when you're chilling, you're just chilling.
Like, I read, I cook.
Yeah,
I hike a lot. Other than that, I'm like, Kelly and I just like had a moment where we're like, we need to start saving money, and we just are like,
we have a problem of saying no to trips, though. Even though you're more social daily, we both have
trip
problems.
Yeah, I want to say yes to everything. Like, I want to experience life, and even though it honestly is really hard, I was just talking to some friends about this, like, and I think especially maybe more so for me, because I have been in a position where I had a really good job with a really good salary.
Yeah, and I've never had a good job or salary.
And, being my age and at my point in my life, like, most of my friends are getting married and buying houses and having kids. And I pretty much put all of that on the back burner for this company. And, like, I don't regret it at all. Like, we are chasing our dream, and that is... nothing can compare to the feeling of doing something that you're extremely passionate about. But there is a part of me where I'm like, it is hard for me to adjust to a new lifestyle, a different lifestyle, where I'm
a ramen noodle.
Yeah, like a ramen noodle lifestyle, because I'm like, I went from eating sushi, like, think of this, sushi lifestyle to ramen noodle lifestyle. Like, it's really hard
quickly.
for me, very quickly, like, in like a month.
Yeah.
And it's very hard for me to...
But we were still spending like we were on that sushi payroll.
And I've definitely toned my spending down in a lot of ways. Like, I'm not just like buying clothes and accessories. Like, it's not any of that stuff that I really spend my money on anymore. It's
trips.
The trips. Like, and because I don't want to say no to trips. Like, just because we're doing this company and we're pouring all of ourselves into it, like, want to make memories. I still want to live my life, and I don't want to let these moments pass me by. And I mean, we talked about it. It's just so hard because I also have the mindset that it always figures itself out. Like, the money always comes somehow, some way. Like, I figure it. Honestly, I
used to believe that. I'm like, the money will come. I'm like, the money hasn't come.
I think it's like, but I think that, like, putting myself in those situations where I'm like, I don't know. Then I then find more opportunities to, like, pick up extra shifts at work or, like, do little side things here and there. Whereas, like, if I'm not looking for extra money, then those opportunities, I'm like, no, I don't need to do that. But, like, there is opportunity to make more money.
Yeah.
But
also, it's, like, a part, like, what MCREY is all about, what led us to this whole idea is our lifestyle. And our lifestyle is going on a lot of adventures and trips. Like, that's what fuels our mission and our goals. So to, like, not have as much opportunity to do that, which is the whole reason we started this, was so people would get out there and say yes to more adventures, feels ironic.
Counterintuitive. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, okay, this is going to sound stupid, but I kind of justify it that I'm like, we are half of the reason we go on these trips is for MCREY and for content and for,
like, we do have to live the lifestyle because it's about our lifestyle.
We don't want to be fake. Like, that's,
like, we really do live that life, and that's what MCREY is about. But it's hard to do that life when you have to run a business.
Yeah,
it's
and
weird.
Work part-time at a restaurant and all that other stuff. So
especially when we want to carry that into, like, when we're a big company with employees, like, we want our employees to have a work-life balance of that.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
If you can make the trip and your workload happen, do it. Like, that's, even in school, we'd often do that. Like, we would shove all of our work into 1 week so we could take a week off with our family to go on a trip, and people would be like, you guys are crazy. But it's like, but it's so worth it to us. Like, you make your work happen. I'm going to get it done so then I can enjoy myself. Because that's the whole point of work. You work so you can live, not live to work, is like really our motto. So I think that's hard too for us, is like we also want our business to be about that. But when you're starting it, you kind of got it. We have to give a
sacrifice.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, that's kind of been our life lately. It's been a little bit slower the past couple months, but it's been good.
So I think it's my hobbies.
That's Kelly as a small serial hobbyist. I am a large hobbyist. And
living life. Got my uke back out.
Last update, we're both still single. No idea why. Honestly though, today someone said something about, like, oh, your boyfriend, and I was like, no, I don't have a boyfriend. And I was like, listen here, the
audacity
of
these
you
men these days
to assume the audacity of men these days,
astronomical,
out of this world. I have never seen so much audacity in one hemisphere
come out of one species,
but they are breeding like wildfire. I'll tell you what, there must be an audacity convention, and they all go to this convention. It's like Yes Man. If anyone has seen Yes Man,
it's the audacity.
It's the audacity, and they
all sign the covenant.
All the men go to this convention and learn about the audacity. Yeah, I think we just realized, like, I just have my tolerance level for bullshit is so low.
Minuscule.
Yeah, and like some people were giving me a hard time about it, and they're like, oh, if it doesn't fit your lifestyle, it's not gonna work. And I was like,
yeah.
I was like,
I got a great lifestyle.
I was like, listen, I know there are compromises in every relationship.
Sure.
You gotta give a little to get a little.
Sure. Yeah.
I know that. I 100% know that. However, my life is pretty freaking incredible. Aside from being poor and working a part-time job at a restaurant and all the other things. And, like, having a mental breakdown, like, 3 weeks ago. Other than that,
it's usual.
That's par for the course.
It's part of the MCREY. Like, us too.
And by everyone, we mean...
You gotta have, like, a quarterly breakdown. Otherwise, you're not working hard enough.
Stay humble. It keeps me humble. But yeah, like, my life is pretty freaking great. And I get to do the things that I want to do and hang out with my friends and make my own plans and just be on my own schedule. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, so if I'm going to invite someone into that,
you gotta be cool.
It better be pretty amazing.
Yeah, they gotta be cool.
And so, yeah, I stand by what I said.
I said what I said.
I'll say it again. That if it's not adding to my life, then I don't want it.
I need to be another cereal hobbyist.
No, please no.
Can you DH we're sitting on my bed, we're knitting together, we're
I actually could.
He's making the beanie, I'm making the sweater.
Oh my god, for Peggy.
No, for our Christmas card, so we match.
If
it's actually
my
just one giant sweater we share.
Honestly, that's perfect for you.
If one beanie.
So that's 2 palms or one? No, it's like a camel. It's one beanie, but there's like 2 points.
Yeah.
It's called a camel beanie.
And we share 1 minute.
A camel beanie.
And says amen. It's gonna say love wins. Love always wins or something.
Live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, dirt bike. Live, laugh, dirt bike. I'm gonna say I was stupid. Just don't tell.
His says live, laugh, dirt bike, and then yours says I was stupid.
That's like the front says live, laugh, dirt bike. The back says I was stupid.
Honestly,
I'm gonna be single forever.
I was like, I honestly would not surprise me if that.
Well, now we have to do it.
If you and your future partner were like, yeah, we knitted a sweater together, I'd be like,
makes so much
not
sense.
surprised. If my future partner says he wants to knit a sweater with me, I would stab him with a needle. Well, I think this turned out to be pretty good.